I discovered my wife has been paying our elderly neighbor to pretend to be her dying father so she could miss work and meet her boyfriend. I'm Trevor, 36, married to Amanda for 9 years. We met in college and built what I thought was an honest life together in Denver. She works as a nurse at Presbyterian Hospital. I'm a high school chemistry teacher. No kids yet, but we'd been talking about it. Amanda's father supposedly died when she was 12, lung cancer. She rarely talked about him, which I always understood as unresolved grief. Her mom remarried and moved to Florida years ago. We visited them maybe once a year. Last April, Amanda started taking emergency family leave from work. Her father was dying. Again. Except this time he was somehow alive and in hospice care in Colorado Springs, about an hour south. She'd get calls at random times and rush out the door in tears. Sometimes she'd be gone for 6 or 7 hours. She'd come home exhausted, emotionally drained, talking about sitting with him, how he didn't recognize her anymore, how the doctor said it could be any day now. This went on for 3 months. I offered repeatedly to come with her, to support her through this. She always said no, that it was too painful, that she needed to do this alone, that her father didn't want strangers there. The father who'd been dead for 24 years was apparently very particular about his final visitors. I started noticing things. She'd leave for these emergency visits wearing makeup and nice clothes under her coat. Her phone was always face down. She disabled location sharing on our phone suddenly, saying the app was draining her battery. When she came home from these long hospice visits, she didn't smell like hospital. She smelled like cologne and sometimes cigarettes, even though she'd never smoked. The breaking point came when I got home early one Thursday and found our neighbor, Walter, sitting at our kitchen table counting a stack of 20s. Walter was 74, lived 3 houses down, widowed, mostly kept to himself. He looked up at me like a kid caught stealing cookies. I asked him what was happening. He got defensive, said Amanda hired him for odd jobs. I asked what kind of odd jobs involved cash payments at our kitchen table. He went quiet. Then he admitted Amanda had been paying him $50 each time to call her at work, pretending to be a hospice nurse with updates about her dying father. My brain couldn't process it. Walter showed me the script on his phone that Amanda had written for him. "This is Patricia from Serenity Care Hospice calling about your father, Robert. His condition has deteriorated and you should come right away. Robert." I'd never even heard that name before. Amanda's actual father was named James. Walter said he felt guilty but needed the money for his medications. Amanda had approached him 2 months ago with the arrangement. He'd made maybe 15 calls. He didn't know why she needed the calls, just that she paid cash and told him it was important. I went to Amanda's hospital, asked HR if I could speak with her supervisor, explained there was a family emergency they should know about. Her supervisor, Karen, looked confused and pulled Amanda's file. The emergency leave was legitimate. Amanda had submitted hospice documentation, medical reports, everything properly filed. I asked to see the documents. Serenity Care Hospice was real. The doctor's signatures looked official. But when I called the hospice directly, they had no patient named Robert Chen or Robert anything matching the details. The doctor whose name was on the forms had left the facility 8 months ago. Amanda had forged everything. Medical records, hospice reports, doctor signatures. She'd committed fraud against her employer to get paid leave for 3 months. I hired a private investigator. Took him 4 days to find the truth. Amanda had been spending those afternoons at an extended stay hotel near the airport with Derek, a pharmaceutical rep she'd met at the hospital. Hotel receipts, photos, everything. The relationship had been going on since January. The turning point was confronting her when she came home that evening, tearful about her father's declining condition. I put the hotel receipts on the table next to Walter's script, told her I knew about Derek, about the forged hospice documents, about paying our elderly neighbor to be her accomplice. She collapsed. Not dramatically, just sort of folded into a chair. She admitted everything. The affair started at a hospital conference. She'd panicked when it got serious and created the dying father scheme to buy time to figure out what she wanted. The fake medical documents started as a way to get legitimate leave, then spiraled. Her hospital fired her within a week. They could have prosecuted her for fraud, but settled for termination when she agreed to resign. Derek stopped answering her calls immediately. His company relocated him rather than deal with the scandal. I filed for divorce. Walter apologized repeatedly, and I told him I understood. Amanda moved in with her mother in Florida. Last I heard, she was working retail and trying to get her nursing license reinstated, which probably won't happen. Our house sold in September. I'm in a smaller place now, dating again, finally processing what happened. The cruelest lies are the ones wrapped in fake tears.